I am in Irving, Illinois right now. Drove up this morning from Fort Campbell. We are going to be spending today and then the next 3 days doing a deer hunt. If I know one thing about Illinois bucks is that they are big. So we are going to get set up here. I brought a tent. I'm staying on a friend's parents' property. They own this property. So we are going to get a tent set up. We are going to get everything laid out. I'm going to take a couple of shots with my bow, just make sure that we're all dialed in. And then we are going to get changed and get into the woods. Without further ado, let's get set up. And just like that, we are set up and we are good to go. We got the old rustic ridge out here. We have a beautiful little lake behind us. We're maybe gonna get to do a little bit of fishing depending on how hunting goes. All right, so inside we've got a climate sleeping pad. We've got my issued sleeping bag, little Walmart pillow there. I've got a whoopee and then a underquilt for a hammock just in case it gets a little extra cold. But we are all set, got everything set up. I'm gonna throw out my target, take a couple of shots with the bow, just make sure that nothing got off kilter on the drive here. Make sure we're squared away, good to go. And then we're gonna get changed and I'll get you out and show you some of the tree stands of kind of the area that we're working with. Let's take a shot, see how we do. Just a little high, but definitely a kill.
All right, so we just got set up in this stand. It's one of the stands that was already out here. It's 11:49 a.m. right now. Two-person stand. Got our bow hanging. This was already set up for us before we even got here. Directly in front of us, probably about 60 yards or so, there's a mock scrape. We're sitting over this field. We've got a blind over there. The neighbor's son uses, but they're not in there right now. The mock scrape is over there. We've got this big old field.
All right, guys, we are back out for day 2. Yesterday was absolutely an incredible day between all the bucks moving, the doe moving, and then seeing that albino little button buck. It was just a great first day. I couldn't have asked for a better start other than putting one on the ground day 1, but man, yesterday was just so incredible. So today we're gonna get out. We're moving to a different stand this morning. It's currently like 4:20 in the morning. Sunrise is at 6:40, so we've got 2 hours before we can start shooting. We're gonna take our time. We're gonna get over there, get up to this new stand, make sure that all the camera equipment, everything's set up and good to go.
All right, second morning, we're in the stand. Sun's been up for about 30 minutes now. Haven't really seen anything yet.
All right, so we just wrapped up the morning hunt. Didn't really see anything this morning. As is with deer hunting, oftentimes they forget to RSVP and they don't like to show up. The only thing I saw this morning is just a couple minutes before legal shooting light. A doe was coming up from a field. I don't know if she saw me because I was starting to stand up and like get ready for what I thought was gonna be a bunch of movement. So I don't know if she saw me or if she winded me. The wind was blowing directly to her. But either way, that was the only deer I saw this morning. It's now about 9:30 in the morning, so we're gonna go in, get a little bit to eat, hopefully be back in the stand before noon. All right, guys, let me get you caught up to speed. The last two hunts, or the last two sits, I really haven't filmed at all. Yesterday we took a climber stand out, put it up in a different spot. I got out there, got up in the tree, got all my camera stuff set up, was ready to hunt. It was a little bit warmer yesterday and very, very windy. So I just took a second before I got my release and arrow and got my bow set up. But while I was sitting there, I realized that I had left my release in my car. So I got down, got out of that stand, took everything with me, had to walk back up to my car, get my release, then walk back down into the first stand that I had been in. Like I said, it was very, very, very windy yesterday. Didn't even set up the cameras until much later. Once the wind died down, I was in that stand by probably 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I saw absolutely nothing until right at sunset. A doe came out, which I did get a shot at. I'll put that little video here, but I shot right in front of her. It was about a 50-yard shot, which is longer than what I'm used to shooting, but she had no idea I was there. She was perfectly broadside. Figured I'd go ahead and take a shot, and instead of shooting high or low, it was in front of her. That frustrated me a little bit. Didn't know if it was nerves or what. But then this morning, got in that same tree stand before sunrise. Coyote came through. Took a shot at it. I think I shot in front of him. And then later, a doe came in from the opposite side where I haven't seen deer come in yet. I wasn't expecting her to be there, and then all of a sudden she's there. I took a shot at her, missed her. She ran off a little bit, walked around the field, came right back, gave me a second opportunity, shot again, and missed again. I called it very early this morning. It's not even 8:30 yet. So sun hasn't even been up for 2 hours. I've got my target set up out here. I'm going to take some shots. I'm thinking at some point when I was getting up or down a stand, I probably bumped my sight and knocked it out. So that's where we're at right now. I'm just sitting in my car, letting it run, warm up a little bit. Gonna put my phone on the charger here, get some shots. Catch you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna warm up here some, and then we'll get out and we'll shoot the bow.
It is just before 11 o'clock. Just got back into the stand, resighted in my bow, warmed up. And then the family that owns this property here, they invited me out for breakfast. So I went up and had breakfast with them. They've been absolutely incredible to me, keeping me fed. I came out here thinking I was gonna be roughing it, not having contact with anybody, but they fed me dinner every night, breakfast if I want it. They've been above and beyond hospitable to me. They are some of the greatest people you'll ever meet. Anyway, we're back out here. Wish me luck. Stay tuned. Right up to my tree stand. Stood right at the bottom of it, barked at me. I shoot him away. Apparently the dog didn't go home. So now he's out chasing deer. I didn't get the camera on, but I just shot a buck. The shot was a little far back, but it went all the way through. When he turned and ran, it looked like there was maybe pink frothy blood coming out on the exit side. He ran up right over here and stopped. I'm just gonna give him some time. You could probably tell I'm shaking. All right, guys, it's been about 20 minutes since I shot that deer. All right, guys, so stands right there. Deer was standing right here when I shot him. I got blood right there. Alright, here's my arrow. So we've got back good news and bad news. Good news is we found him. Bad news is he's not dead. He's right there, not 20 yards from me. He just had his head up, but it looks like his head is down now. He's had his head down, but he lifted it for the squirrels. Meh. Meh.
All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday morning. Let me get you kind of up to speed. Last night things were hectic, and I don't think I left it off in like a real good spot. Explaining what I was doing, why I didn't get the shot on camera. So I had been, I was up in my tree stand. I had my knife out, and there were some vines growing through the tree stand. That when I moved, they kind of made a little bit of noise. So I was trying to very quietly and without making a whole bunch of movement, trying to cut those vines. I had a little pocket knife out, and I don't know if you can see that, but I cut my thumb while I was up there. Not real bad, like I don't need stitches or anything like that, but it was bleeding pretty good. And I happen to have a roll of duct tape, or not duct tape, I'm sorry, electrical tape in my backpack. And I was taping up my thumb when that deer came in. Like I had the roll of tape, I had a knife, and my thumb wrapped up, so I wasn't able to get that cut off, wrapped up, and then get the camera on the mount and get it rolling before he was there. So that's why I didn't get the shot on camera. I waited for, I don't know, probably half an hour, 40 minutes or so before I went after him. I went up on top of the hill where I knew that he had gone, and I found him. And he was about 15 yards from me, but he was still alive. I sat there pretty much until dark, and I thought that I had watched him expire. So I walked up to him thinking he was dead, and turns out he was not dead. He jumped up and he took off running back down the hill. So at that point, I did not chase him any further. I didn't want to keep that game going for however long it would have lasted. I backed out, gathered up all my stuff, went up to the house of the people I'm staying here. They fed me dinner. They gave me a little spotlight thing, and they let me use their side-by-side to go look for them. So I went out for, I don't know, hour and a half. It is impossible to see in the dark back there. With the spotlight, it helps, but if you're not right on top of the deer, or if you're not shining your light directly at it, you're not gonna see it. I could have walked past that thing a few times last night. I was just doing loops, walking. I know he's back there dead, 100%. There's no doubt in my mind that deer's dead in those woods right now. So I called it last night. It is 6, it's like right at 6. It's just after 6 o'clock right now. Sun comes up at 6:40. So as soon as we have good daylight, I'm going back in the woods, and we're gonna find that deer today. My only concern was that coyotes may have gotten him before I did. We're gonna sit here in the car, stay warm. It's 35 degrees according to my car right now. So he was playing cold last night too. But we're gonna sit here and stay warm until the sun's up, and then we're gonna go get this deer. All right, guys, great news. We found the deer. It looks like maybe coyotes started to get to him last night. They didn't do much. Yeah, I'll show you a little bit of them, but not gonna show too much right here. Not that I'm monetized yet, but I wanna play by all the YouTube rules. But look at this deer. So yesterday I thought he was an 8. Turns out he's a 7. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's missing the inside brow tine. But good buck for my first one. I know there's bigger deer out here, but he's my first bow buck. And man, I'm pumped I found him. All right, so that's gonna pretty much wrap it up for Illinois hunt. We've got our deer strapped to the top of the Subaru. Camp is all torn down. I'm gonna run up to the house here. I'm gonna take a shower, have some breakfast. Again, they've been absolutely incredible. They've been the most generous hosts anybody could have ever asked for. They went way above and beyond. I thought I was gonna come out here and basically rough it, but they've been absolutely incredible. The family's gonna pick up the deer meat for me after it's all done and bring it down to base. So yeah, there's not much left to say. Let's go get a shower and get some breakfast and we'll get on the road.